got walled. I am 9 years old and I'm turning 10. I slipped onto the lawnmower and my leg got caught under the lawnmower. My leg came off, so we went in a helicopter and we went all the way to St. Kitts. And we went to St. Kitts and they helped me. They brought me into the emergency room and they saved my life and my life.
When she first had her accident, she was airlifted and I went with her in the helicopter. There was a woman, a psychologist at Sick Kids Hospital who recommended 3 different law firms, and we interviewed all 3 of them. And at that time, my husband and I were just a mess, and we didn't know what to think or where to turn. But as soon as we met Darcy, we just had that connection with him where we believed in what he said. He was very honest and truthful, and he was a calming force during a really hectic, horrible time. He just felt like, it just felt with him like he was the one that to bring us through this and to help our daughter. I feel Thomson Rogers provides excellent service. It was actually beyond my expectations. Darcy didn't have just us as clients, and we felt like we were the only clients. He was able to call us back on weekends, evenings. If he couldn't call us back right away because he was in court or dealing with something else, as lawyers do, he would email us right away to say, I'll be back with you, I'll call you in half an hour. Thomson Rogers to me feels like family, an extension of our family. Thomson Rogers was extremely helpful and caring and compassionate, and that's what we needed. After Zoe received her prosthetic leg, she was up and moving again. I mean, there was a lot of help getting her along the way, but it seemed pretty quick that my daughter was walking again, and that was a first goal, like just let's get her up and walking again. And when she started walking, she was running, swimming, dancing. We put her into all kinds of sports. Today she rides horses and jumps with horses, and as a family we snowboard. But she's back to her happy place, and she's very active, and there's a lot of people who wouldn't even know that she's a left leg amputee. This is almost like the final process for me was this law firm, how much they did to get Zoe to where she is today. And that's a very well-adjusted, happy little girl. She's 9, and she's really taken by Darcy. Like, she knows he did so much to help her, and we can close this chapter and feel like we can finally move on with a bit of a win. And my daughter deserves that.
Well, I met Zoe and her family first when they were at Sick Kids Hospital. And when I first met the parents, there were a lot of surgeries going on, there were a lot of discussions, and the parents were understandably traumatized. And Zoe had been through a number of surgeries, and the doctors and the parents were in the process of deciding whether they needed to amputate her leg. In the end, they did need to amputate her leg. And my heart really went out to Zoe and her family. I have children who have a son who's exactly to the birthday 1 year older than Zoe, and a daughter who's 10 months younger. So I really could relate to what the family must have been going through. And my heart went out to them, and I really wanted to help in any way I could to make some of the financial implications and the long-term planning aspects easier to be dealt with. Insurance companies evaluate cases based on risk. And when you see a tough opponent like Thomson Rogers and partners here and litigators here who aren't scared to go to court, have the resources to take on the insurance company, are prepared to put their resources behind serious cases, they have to take that seriously, and they have to appreciate that we're not going to run away from a trial, that we are more than prepared to fight when a fight is appropriate. And civil litigation is all about money. That's what I do, is I help people get money. But I don't do it so that they can go on a vacation for the rest of their life. I do it so that they can fund the treatment and supplement their income or retrain to get on with life, to live a normal life, regardless of the injuries they sustained and the impacts it's having on their life. And that's my job, is to take the pressure off the family, to take the pressure off the circle of friends that help, and outsource it with funding available from insurance companies to make their lives easier and to mitigate as much of their losses as possible. There were a number of opportunities along the last 7 years of litigation where we could have resolved this case for much less substantial sums. We advised against those because we didn't think it was the right figure, we didn't think it was the right way to resolve the case. And we, because the parents trusted us, they followed our recommendations, and in the end we got a much more favorable result. So lawsuits are about trust, and you have to trust your lawyer and you have to know they're there to protect your interest. Zoe is a remarkable kid. She's been through so much and is stronger than almost any kid you'll meet her age. I really am looking forward to seeing Zoe grow up and be a role model for a lot of other people in the community.